The guy that was killed was charged in a nearby killing of a teenage boy on the day after the Preakness last year. Police say Brandon Lucas had been arrested and charged with first and second degree murder in the fatal shooting of Cortez Brown, May the 22nd of last year. Brown was shot several times shortly before 11 p.m., just blocks away from Pimlico and from the location of Lucas's shooting on Monday. According to online court documents, prosecutors dropped the charges against Lucas within months, and he was released. According to Marilyn Mosby's office, the charges against Lucas dismissed by the prosecution, quote, due to insufficient evidence that definitely identified him as the perpetrator of the offense, end of quote. Well, what would that evidence be? She declined to indicate how the evidence had changed from the time he was charged. So the guy that was charged with killing a man last year at Pimlico has now been killed just blocks away from that guy's death. Is that a little bit too coincidental for you? I know it is for me. So I'm wondering if this was vigilantism. I'm wondering if the people knew that it was Mr. Lucas that allegedly shot and killed Cortez Brown, and they retaliated against him after he was released and didn't face any prosecution.
Well, sounds like gang activity to me.
Yeah.
No, and this is why we really should have federal racketeering charges to go after these guys on. If the feds and the FBI can bring down the mafia, basically we had families, if you will, and the people that they usually took advantage of were basically rival families. They weren't out there just killing people indiscriminately. Right. But these guys are.
And you got 4 teen thugs that have now been arrested in an armed carjacking and robbery in Homeland. Teenagers. I don't even have the exact ages here, but you know they're juveniles because they haven't been named, so they're under the age of 18. And we have learned via the Baltimore Democrat Party newsletter that it is Baltimore radio broadcaster Brett Hollander identified his wife was the victim of the armed carjacking and robbery in Homeland. So, once again, the mayor, Baltimore City Police Department have not been able to get a finger on the control and the pulse of crime in Baltimore City as of yet. Call in the feds, folks, just like they did in L.A. It's 8:15.